How's it going, everyone? I'm here with my WWE Survivor Series 2014 pay-per-view predictions. Of course, Survivor Series is live on pay-per-view tomorrow night, as well as the WWE Network, which for the entire month of November has been free so far. So if you did not capitalize on that, if you know the network, then I don't know why you missed out on that before, because it's 1 month free of the network, and if you don't have it, that was a great opportunity to get it and watch Survivor Series for free. So anyway, Survivor Series is free, so if you don't have the network, and you don't plan on buying on pay-per-view, and you still stream on legal sites for whatever reason, and if you're not watching it on the network at least, then what is wrong with you? It's a free pay-per-view, so if you're still if you plan on watching this pay-per-view on an illegal streaming site still, you have problems, because you can watch it in crystal clear HD for free. So I don't know what your thinking process is about this, but anyways, bottom line is Survivor Series is live pay-per-view as well as the network, like I said, tomorrow night. And you know, Survivor Series, the card isn't the greatest card. To be honest, I'm not really looking forward to the pay-per-view. I'm looking forward to the main event. It's pretty much all I'm really looking forward to, because everything else is kind of just thrown together. You know, they really didn't put any effort into this card, mainly because all their talent is in the main event, or at least they're relevant in, you know, at least name-worthy talent is in the main event. So it's really hard to put together a card when all your top stars and your mid-carders are in one match. So I understand why the card isn't the best, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I wish they put more effort into it. I wish they would have added some NXT guys to the card. You know, I would have boosted up the NXT as well, because, you know, you're getting a chance to see the NXT guys on a, you know, bigger stage, and you know, maybe that'll attract more people to watch NXT every week. So I don't know why they didn't do an NXT match. You know, they could have easily put at least one traditional Survivor Series elimination match. NXT one, you know, Team Sami Zayn versus Team Tyson Kidd, because they've been feuding on the main event the last couple of weeks. So they easily could have done that. I easily could have named 5 guys for each team, so I don't know why they didn't do that. But only 5 matches on the card. But before we get to the card, of course, before the pay-per-view starts, we have the 1-hour kickoff show, which will feature the return of...
Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Bad news. Barrett, he's been out for the past 5 months. Wow, it's hard to believe it's been 5 months already. It doesn't seem it's been 5 months. Went by pretty quickly now I think about it. But yeah, Barrett's been out with the shoulder injury since June. Before Money in the Bank, of course, he got injured on SmackDown, and so he's been out since then. But not only will we see the return of Bad News Barrett, we'll also be seeing the return of Fandango as well. He's been on TV for quite some time now, for reasons I don't know why. He just hasn't been on TV, hasn't been used. I don't know what the deal was, but he has been on TV. He's returning with Rosa as his new dancer, and he'll actually be competing on the kickoff. He'll actually be having a match. They didn't say his opponent is or who it's going to be, so it's just, I guess, a random match. He's probably going to face someone random, some jobber, and probably beat them really quickly. So, yeah, the kickoff show, I'm actually looking forward to it. You know, we have 2 returns of 2 guys I'm actually a fan of, so... and Paul Heyman's going to be on the panel again, so kickoff show is actually looking good. I'm actually interested in seeing it, and it should be an entertaining hour on the kickoff show. But on the main show, we have 5 matches scheduled, which I'm pretty sure we'll probably get a match or 2 added during the show, or probably on the kickoff they'll probably announce a match or 2. But I'm pretty sure we'll get, you know, matches added on the show. But on the 5 matches, I'm not really impressed or intrigued by the card. The card looks whatever. We have a traditional Survivor Series elimination match with the Divas, Natalya, Alicia, Fox, Emma, and Naomi, I think? Yeah. Versus Paige, Summer Rae, Layla, and Cameron. So yeah, that just shows how memorable that match was. That literally is a match thrown together with nothing behind it at all. Just another match to add to the show. We have that. We'll be having a fatal 4-way match for the tag team titles. The champions, Gold and Stardust, defending against the Usos, Los Matadores, and the Miz and Damien Mizdow. Hopefully they do it right here and give the tag titles to Miz and Sandow, or Mizdow I should say. But besides that, I'm not really caring for the match. It's an interesting match because all 4 of these teams are completely different character and gimmick-wise, so it's actually interesting, fatal 4-way at least. But yeah, that should be whatever. It should be fun, you know. Actually every 4-way tag title match we've got in the last like year or so, year and a half on pay-per-view have been a really good match, a great match actually. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it delivers. We'll be getting Dean Ambrose taking on Bray Wyatt. You know, the feud started at Hell in a Cell when Wyatt cost him the match, and now it's escalated into this match. I'm not really going into it with high hopes. You know, Bray Wyatt, I've made it clear several times I've never been high on him. I don't think he's that good in the ring. His character is good, but, you know, you don't even go so far with it. But Dean Ambrose is the man. Dean fucking Ambrose. So I look forward to it because Ambrose in it, but besides that, I'm not really expecting too much from it. Divas Championship, AJ Lee defending against Nikki Bella, which makes sense. It's actually the first Divas title match we've gotten in quite some time that actually makes sense. So I think it'll be a good match too. Nikki Bella and the Bellas in general have been really impressive since this year. Actually, they've been really good this year. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good match, Nikki and AJ. So I'm looking forward to it. And then we go to the main event, which is a traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Yes, a traditional Survivor Series elimination match is main eventing Survivor Series. The first time since 2005, I believe. So it's been 9 years since the Survivor Series match is a main evented Survivor Series. So it's a big match with two, I don't want to say huge stipulations, but two stipulations involved where if Team Authority loses, the Authority is no longer in power. However, if Team Cena loses, then all the members of Team Cena, but excluding John Cena, will be fired. So, main event, Team Cena versus Team Authority. Team Cena, of course, being represented by John Cena himself, Dolph Ziggler, Erick, Rowan, Ryback, and Big Show, taking on the team of Seth Rollins, Kane, Rusev, Luke Harper, and Mark Henry. So that should be a good match. Lots of fresh faces in a main event scene. So that's actually really good. I think we have about who's in the main event that's usually not the main event. Majority of the match, the majority of competitors in that match don't really main event that often. So I think it's good for that aspect. We're getting young guys in the main event for once, so that's something they desperately need. So I'm looking forward to it for that aspect alone. But I think that should be a good match. I think it should be enjoyable. I think it's going to be a fun match. Hopefully it's a lot of time too. Maybe 30 minutes plus. Survivor Series matches, especially with this gratitude, should usually go on pretty lengthy. So yeah, that'll do it for the Survivor Series card. Like I said, the card isn't too intriguing, but I'm interested to see how the pay-per-view plays out, especially with the big rumor that just surfaced not too long ago about who might appear at the show. So I'm looking forward to that. I expect too. So yeah, enough of me rambling. I've been rambling for quite some time now. Enough of me talking. Let's get to the pay-per-view now. Fatal 4-way match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. WWE Tag Team Champions Gold and Stardust versus The Miz and Damien Mizdow versus Los Matadores versus the Usos. You know what? I'm actually going to go ahead and pick The Miz and Damien Mizdow to get the victory here. I think they're the hottest team going around right now. That's the team I think people mainly care about. So I'm going to go ahead and pick them. It wouldn't surprise me if Gold and Stardust retain, considering they've only been Tag Team Champions for about 2 months now. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and, and say The Miz and Damien Mizdow because I think they deserve it and, they should get the Tag Team titles. Traditional Survivor Series elimination match, Natalya, Alicia Fox, Naomi, and Emma versus Paige, Cameron, Summer Rae, and Layla. I'm just going to go ahead and pick Natalya's team to win for no reason. I have no reason at all to pick them. Just, this match has no hype or build, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick Natalya's team for, the sake of picking them, Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Now this match is a double-edged sword in my opinion because I think both guys need the win. Dean Ambrose has yet to get a big singles pay-per-view match win. He's lost to Seth Rollins. So he hasn't yet to get a big win, where with Bray Wyatt, he just came back, so you want to make him look strong by getting the victory right from the get-go. So it's a double-edged sword, but I think Dean Ambrose needs to win more than Bray Wyatt. Wouldn't surprise if the match ended in a no contest or, disqualification or whatnot to continue the feud, but I don't know. It sucks. So I see either guy winning it, but I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say Dean Ambrose because honestly, I believe he deserves his victory. Needs it more than Bray Wyatt. Divas Championship match. Divas Champion AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. I'm going to go ahead and say Nikki Bella wins here. AJ Lee has had the title majority of the time over the last year and a half. I'd say 85% of the time she's been champion. So I think it's time for a change, a fresh face as champion. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Nikki Bella. She's been on a roll too as well. And like I said, it's a fresh face as Divas champion. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Nikki Bella to become the brand new Divas champion. And then the main event, traditional Survivor Series elimination match. Team Cena being represented by John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, Big Show, Erick Rowan, and Ryback versus Team Authority being represented by Seth Rollins, Kane, Rusev, Mark Henry, and Luke Harper. And if Team Authority loses, the Authority is no longer in power. Or if Team Cena loses, then all members of Team Cena will be fired besides John Cena. With that being said, no doubt about it, Team Cena is getting the victory here. I do not see Team Authority winning at all. I don't think it makes any sense for them to win at all. I can see them winning, but I don't see why they'd fire all of them and then bring them back later. That doesn't make any sense to me. I can see Randy Orton coming out costing Team Authority the match, but I don't know. I don't really see it, so I'm not really expecting Orton to come out. I just see Team Cena straight up beating them cleanly and, getting rid of the Authority. The Authority's been in power for well over a year. So I think it's time for a fresh Authority figure to be in the picture and, run things around. So I'm going to go ahead and
pick Team Cena to dethrone Team Authority.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Survivor Series 2014 pay-per-view predictions. Of course, as always, Survivor Series is live on pay-per-view as well as the WWE Network, which is free. So there's really no reason why anyone should not be seeing the show because it's a free pay-per-view, So yeah, make sure you check the show out. It should be interesting. You know, will the Authority still be in power after the pay-per-view? Who knows? So yeah, that'll do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, or until tomorrow for my pay-per-view review, I should be saying. I'll see you guys then.